Hi there, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be doing a get ready with me makeup type video. It's been a long time since I've done something like this, but yeah, I just felt like doing my makeup because tonight I'm going to go socialize with friends for my belated birthday thing. So if you're interested in watching me do some birthday makeup, then keep on watching. So I'm just going to prime my face, I think, with the Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid primer from ColourPop. Sometimes I'll put moisturizer on first and then this, but I just don't feel like it right now. I'm a little frustrated. I'll talk about why I'm frustrated in a minute. But sometimes I do varying degrees of skin prep before I put on makeup. It really just depends on my mood for the day. Sometimes I'll use this first and just kind of spray that on my face whenever. Other times I will do moisturizer, but today I'm just kind of feeling bleh. So I'm going to be doing this instead. This primer does have some skincare benefits in it. It's got hyaluronic acid, which is why I use it, and it doesn't feel tacky on my face. I know ideally some people would be like, oh, but you want it to feel tacky on your face if it's a primer because then it would be doing its job, but I just don't like it. My sensory issues do not like that. So this is the primer I like. And if it doesn't even because some people are even some people I know don't even use primers at all because they don't really see the benefit of it. But at least even if primers don't work, I'm getting some sort of skincare action in. So that's enough for me. So I'll let this dry down a little bit. I already have my hair pinned out of the way. I got my can of Starry, which I should not be drinking, but I just do every time we have it in the house. I like it. I don't know. And then yeah, I'm doing my makeup way too early for the event because we're not even going to meet up till 7:30, and it's literally 1 right now. But also if my makeup doesn't last, I'll just touch it up later. It's fine. I was working on a piece for a short story collection I'm working on, and I hit a wall. I'm really frustrated about it, so I'm trying to shift gears and do something else to take my mind off of it for a little bit. Hence why we're making a makeup video right now. So yeah, that's why I'm doing what I do. But now that this is dried down a little bit, I'm gonna get my concealer and foundation out. If you haven't noticed, this is a pimply day for me. Those are the aftermath of that's the aftermath of my period that I had a week ago, and they are still just chilling on my face. So I'm going to just put concealer on that first before I do too much foundation on my face. There, I have a bunch of concealer on my face. I just decided to put all my concealer on. There are quite a few days actually where I don't wear foundation. I just wear concealer, especially if I'm just going out around the neighborhood and stuff. Today I will add foundation as well, but this is just kind of what I would normally do on my day-to-day makeups. I just kind of put the concealer where there's redness in my face. I have quite a bit. So I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit and then blend that out. I think I put too much in my nose, but you know what? It's okay. I'm just going to go on my forehead a little bit. Ever since I got bangs, I have not been wearing a lot of makeup on my forehead, which is kind of funny because hello, who's going to see it anyway? I got bangs. But yeah, I just took a little bit up there to blend it out, I guess. And then yeah, I'm going to be blending other parts of my face here soon. See, I'm already blending out some of the concealer, and it's a lot of coverage anyway, so you can see why I wouldn't use a foundation with this specific concealer, but it is what it is. I'm going to do a more bold makeup because I've been doing a lot of natural girl makeup lately, and I know it's really flattering on my face or whatever, and I know that's what's in right now, but I feel like birthday makeup is always meant to be kind of wild. You know what I mean? Maybe more 2015 2016 makeup era wild, but which dates me a little bit. But I remember birthday makeup being what you wear when you again want to stand out and do whatever, and natural makeup ain't it. So I'm hoping to do something a little bit more fun. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but it might be really cool or it might be really ugly. So stay tuned for that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to blend in the other spots of my face right now. And what I tend to do is leave the stuff on that I really want covered and do that last. So like this is just like a high point on my face. This is like highlighting your face more than anything else. It's not really like a need to cover up your cheekbones. But if you had this on top of foundation, you would just like have that as like a highlight, right? But you saw I was really concerned with my pimples on my chin. That's why I'm kind of leaving this here. The other pimples weren't as bad. And then like for me, I get a ton of redness by my nose. And then I also, because I am old and stressed, I have bags under my eyes. So I tend to let this chill the longest and I leave that on for last. So I'm going to do this one, and then this one. And that's just to make sure that everything is covered well, because if you just put something on and then automatically blend it and smear it, it's not going to be like as opaque as if you like leave it on for a hot minute. I have this new pimple right here and it is not listening to me whatsoever, but it's okay. There's a trick too if you want. I don't really do this a lot, but you can turn any pimple, stubborn pimple you have, into a mole if you just cover it up with like some eyeliner or like a dark shadow or something. You can just turn that into a mole. And that technique has been used for quite some time, even with like the French aristocracy back in the day, because they would have bumps and stuff from different diseases, and they would cover that up and turn it into a mole or a beauty mark. So that's something that I borrowed from people in the past with something like this. So you could turn this into a mole if you want, but it's okay. The other stuff's pretty much covered, so I feel pretty confident in that. I'm just taking whatever leftover concealer might be on my sponge and just like going over my eyeballs with that. This kind of works as like an eye primer if you don't have an eye primer, you know. But I don't really put concealer on my eyes. I just take whatever's left, kind of dab it up here a little bit. Okay, so there's that. So I'm just gonna go in. I mean, my face is pretty covered right now, but I'm just gonna put like some foundation. I'm really running low. That's probably why I'm using more concealer than foundation, but don't rat on me. I'm just gonna put it in a couple places on my face, namely on my cheeks, because I kind of miss those areas. And we will go from here. So before I set my face, I'm going to use a cream blush. I'm trying to decide which one to do, because here's the thing. I don't really know what I'm going to wear tonight. I kind of have an idea, and like, because I was thinking about like a top and a bottom or a dress, and the dresses I would wear, because it's so fucking hot out, would be these like skimpy little things, and one of them would be pink and the other one would be blue. But I've done pink makeup looks for a really long time now, and I kind of want to do the blue one. And so then I was thinking doing like a blue eyeshadow look, which again could be cool or ugly, because I've been like obsessed with Chappell Roan lately. I love her music and I love her like big blue eyeshadow looks, which I normally don't do on me because, you know, I have blue eyes, so the blue on blue isn't great, and plus it feels like a little dated to me just because it's so 80s. But I kind of love how like insane it looks. And I have a ton of blue eyeshadows now because of the Pokemon collab I bought. So I'm trying to decide what cream blush would look better with the blue. If it would be the red one or the pinky one, which again, you can tell I've used the pink one quite a bit, which is more subtle, or if I should just say fuck it and go for the hardcore red. I don't know. And then you like I have this purple one too, but like the purple one feels like more goth to me. You know what I mean? Hang on, let me show you. See? I don't think this would match with the blue, but I really want to do like a goth look or something with this blush because it could be really cool. But yeah, so I'm thinking, should I go full like clown? Or should I just do like, ooh, bright 80s pink blush to go with the eyeshadow? I could always layer these two as well. But let me see. Here, I'm going to test it out. Okay. This might be a little much. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the pink. Maybe I'll just layer the pink. Thank you for that. She's getting dirty because I keep using a brush, but I just like how it's easier to apply like this, I think, than a beauty blender. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. I'm going to take it a little bit in my cheek just to, I got like a round baby face. So I feel like my blush placement looks good like on my cheek instead of doing the normal like snatched face. But that's just me. I used to do this blush technique that was actually like I think it was called like moon blush or something. But I saw it some like Asian creators doing it, and I did it on my own face, and I thought it looked really good. But it was like centralizing your blush right here, um, which was cool. But I'm like I tend to go overboard because like I'm looking at my camera and it looks good, but then I'm looking at my mirror and I'm like, oh god, that's pretty pink. So we'll see. But I mean, it's gonna last me all day, right? So it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna set my face with powder, and I'm gonna focus primarily around my under eye, but just kind of swipe everywhere else. So we're really gonna put it in here, and then like use the excess for everywhere else. I think this like tones the blush down too when I go over it. You know what I mean? It makes it blend a little bit better. Okay, I'm just brushing my bangs out the way temporarily. They are not going to look like this, but it's just to help me see. I think I'm going to do a couple more face things before I get to the eyes. So I'm going to take a brown and just kind of like snatch my face a little bit. And then I'm going to take some pink eyeshadow and put it on top of my blush too, just to really drive home that it's pink. So let me just go ahead and do the pink first. And yeah, you guys can't see it on camera, but in person it is pink. I promise. It's not really picking up here, but I promise on camera it's pink. Okay, so I'm going to just do a brown in the Pokemon palette. It's called Trainer's Path, and I'm going to do that around my neck because some of us have double chins and we're trying to hide that. So I'm going to put the brown here and just kind of smooth it out the rest of my neck. So the plan for my birthday is to get some drinks with some friends of mine and to go to this bar called King of Cups. And it is a cocktail bar because I love cocktails. I love creative cocktails. But they also do tarot readings there. So I kind of want to go get my tarot reading done because my life has been a mess lately. And I've thrown cards for myself before, but I always feel like I'm not the best interpreter for myself because like my own your own will and wants and desires and like stubbornness comes out when you're talking about yourself, you know what I mean? So I would love for somebody to just like read me to filth and tell me what I need to be doing in life. Pretty much. So that's the plan for today. So I think we're all going to get tarot card readings at this bar in Lincoln Park. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about going. It's going to be me, husband, and then these friends that we've been going on double dates with for a very long time. So yeah, I'm super excited to go. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Pretty simple. My birthday was actually on the 22nd, so that was this past Saturday, and I am now 29 years old. I am so close to 30. It is crazy. But yeah, so I'm 29, and I'm just kind of telling myself that I'm just going to do a bunch of fun stuff for my last year in my 20s. That's like my goal. I should really be using something to cover up because I'm worried about this blue fallout. I might also grab a mirror just to be closer to my face. But yeah, so anyway, I'm 29 now. I'm hanging on to my 30s by a thread, but that's okay. Life keeps going on, whether we're comfortable with it or not. I have been kind of freaking out. I've been having nightmares for the past 5 days, And I think one of the reasons I'm freaking out is because one, my family's been stressing me out. Two, I think I'm thinking about like mortality and like the fact that like not only am I getting older, but like relatives of mine are getting older, and just like mentally preparing for stuff that may happen soon in this next stage of life. It's kind of like morbid. I don't want to talk about that necessarily because birthdays are supposed to be a happy thing, but I've been thinking about a lot, that kind of stuff a lot, and like, you know, it's frustrating because there's certain relationships with I have with family members that aren't the best, and it's like they reach out because they're realizing that they're in this next phase of their lives, but like they want to reconnect, but then they don't want to do anything of substantial work. They just want forgiveness, and like I don't know if I can give that. Like I've already forgiven in my heart, you know, but I don't want to like just forget all the hurt that's happened and like just live on like nothing's ever happened. I don't think that's necessarily fair either. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now in that headspace. And like I'm also trying to figure out like what to do for my life and what I want. And you know, I feel like your 30s is when everyone's wants you to take things a little bit more seriously. Also, this blue eyeshadow is kind of serving. I'm like, oh my god. um, they want you to take life more seriously. And it's not that I don't, like I do, but like in terms of like my career, I'm still not at a place financially where I want to be at. Um, but also I'm also thinking like how useful is that given the current state of the world, like with the constant like environmental disasters that are happening and like wars and genocide and like everything else. Like I can't find myself focusing on much that pertains to like myself, I guess. um because there's just so much else going on, and I feel like my problems are small compared to everybody else's. At the same time, like I don't want to like put myself down, you know. So I don't know, it's hard. Oh, I should blend out that bottom a little bit more, but let's see, that blue gets everywhere. This is so 80s. That's crazy. Okay, so I think this next part I'm gonna try to put this shimmer everywhere on top of my lid, and then I'm gonna be using the darker blues for contouring, and then a light one for my inner corner. So let's see how this turns out. But yeah, birthdays are weird. Getting older is weird. I am also the eldest daughter in my family, the eldest cousin. So a lot of stuff's on me in general. Um, you know, people can't figure their own stuff out and they assume that I can, which I'm like, I don't know about that, friend. But it is what it is. This isn't like going on the way I want it to. You see the shimmer? There's like a chunk that got caught in a crease and now it looks all crazy and I'm so paranoid about it. Do you guys like Chappell Roan? I like her music a lot. I've been obsessed. I cry every time I listen to Pink Pony Club. But like a lot of her songs I've been hearing too, just banger after banger. I don't know. Something really speaks to me like about her music, like growing up in the Midwest, especially as like a queer person. Um, I think a lot of her experiences mirror my lived experiences as well. Um, so that's really cool just to kind of see someone like that thriving and being celebrated, and again amidst all the terrible shit that's going on in the US right now. And plus she's kind of like iconic for turning down the White House based on like the fact that we're still letting discriminatory legislation go through, and like we're still, let's face it, we're bombing children. Like she's kind of iconic for that, because especially someone so early in her career, you know, most people understandably so would be like jumping at any opportunity to be recognized, but like the fact that she turned down the White House for their performative allyship and shit, that's really cool. So I think Chappell Roan is pretty nifty. She's very spunky as a young person. I think she's younger than me, so I don't always like jive with everything, but I really appreciate her as an artist and like what she's doing. And I don't know, I like her aesthetic. I love her voice. I wish I could sing like that, but I cannot sing to save my soul. So that is a personal problem that I have. Okay, I'm gonna try to like smoke out the edges like I normally do with my makeup looks, but I just have never done that with the color blue before. So let's see how well this goes. This does have a fallout. I feel like a lot of blue eyeshadows do. And I feel like I look really crazy right now. Hopefully my husband is down with it. I think he will be. Douglas never really tells me that I like look bad or whatever, but I know that I tend to make fashion choices that are outside of his comfort zone for sure. But also he married me, so I think part of him deep down really likes it. I'm definitely gonna have to wash my makeup brushes after this though, because there's gonna be blue everywhere for the next couple days if I don't. Now I'm gonna do the Indigo League one. It's a really dark shimmer, dark blue shimmer, so I'm just gonna try to put that on top of here to add some more dimension. If it goes on. You can see it, right? Maybe. Sure, why not? I feel like this is the best I'm gonna get. But everything is blended out pretty good. I don't have any white liner, else I would use white liner on the underneath my eye, but I don't have any. I ran out. So let me just do this like silvery color in the inner corner. Pretty happy with this. Legit pretty happy with this. I wish I had like a silvery highlight. Maybe I can turn this into a highlight. Maybe I can. Hang on now. Please work. Oh, yeah, that does work as a highlight. Hey, oh, look at us go. Oh my god. Yeah, this looks like kind of chalky like eyeshadow, but on camera it looks good. This side's a lot thicker than the other one. I'll put a little bit of my normal highlighter on top too. Yeah, see, it's giving me a bit of a white cast. So I'm going to put some of my normal highlighter on top of that. I think in terms of eyeshadows, we're pretty done. Like, I don't want to mess with this too much or else it gets crazy. Let me put that back and that back. But yeah, I'm inspired by Chappell Roan and her blue crazy eyeshadow. So I'm going to put blue crazy eyeshadow on my face because I think she's cool. I'm running out of my gold highlighter, so we're really scraping at the bottom here. But I think it looks good. It's a little glam rocky. Wait, let me spray my face because I was going to do that in between steps and I haven't done that yet. So let me spray my face real quick. Please don't melt. That's going to be my face for a hot minute. Let me just put some mascara on and then I will move on to lips and then I guess I'll be done. So I know blue eyeshadow is pretty intimidating, but honestly that wasn't that hard. Like, it looks pretty cool, I think. Okay, eyelashes on. Now the question remains, do we do a wing? Do we do eyeliner for this or do we just leave it as is? I normally don't actually use a whole lot of eyeliner anymore with my eyeshadow looks. I just feel like the wing doesn't really suit my eye shape because it's hard. If you look at my eyes, they droop down and I have not a lot of lid space anyway. Like, see all this beautiful work we did? Now you can't see it anymore. So But should we do? I feel like we don't need a wing. I feel like we don't need a wing because like it's my birthday makeup, and this is what I'm gonna do. Now the other question remains for lips. I think Chappell Roan, when she does this sort of look, she wears like red lipstick, and like if you look at her Tiny Desk concert series, she has bright red lipstick on. I might try that to see how it looks. But normally, what I would do is I got these lip balms, right? And they changed your natural pinky lip tint. I've been using these a lot. And every now and then I'll put a gloss on top of them. Um, the gloss I've been using a lot is actually this blue one, which is pretty fun. And so the pink and the blue looks cool. But I could try to experiment with the red on top or red with the blue on top. So I might do that. But I don't really have a ton of red lipstick. But let me try to work something. Hang on. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on first. And just kind of like let it chill because it is a lip balm. So it just like moisturizes my lips a little bit. You can see it's already starting to change. But it's pretty pink. My lips are pretty pinky when I use this. I don't think that's move. I think we gotta go with the red. But the only red I have, I think, is this. Listen, we got the Clinique. We're really tapping into my mom today. We got the Clinique. I could line my lips in like a darker brown. Or we have like this orangey. That's pretty orange. Fuck it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is so bad. It's good. You know what I mean? I feel like this eye is like dragging a little bit. What can I do to fix that? Okay, I took the darker blue a little bit further in. I think that's helping. Ooh, she made it a little bit more goth. Oh no. Ah. Okay, so I have this red lip on. I really want to try it with the blue lip gloss. And it's going to fuck up my lip gloss, I know. But I'm just going to do it. What do you think? She's glossy. I just don't want any of the red to contaminate the blue, but probably will. I kind of live for it. Oh my god. Okay, let's spray the face down for realsies. But like, this kind of eats. It's like Chappell Roan's whole thing is like she's the Midwestern princess, right? And like, there's this gaudiness to the Midwest where it's like everyone's behind on fashion trends and stuff, or you don't necessarily have that like readily available. There's like definitely a class issue for sure. Don't even get me started. Okay. Okay, but as I was saying, there's definitely wealth inequality in this country, and even regionally, and everyone sleeps on the Midwest or kind of like makes fun of the Midwest. I feel like, and this is coming from somebody who has lived on the East Coast, right? Who I was living in Boston for 4 years, and prior to that, I've like visited California, and you know, I'm a bit of a world traveler, but I'm not like the world traveler girly. But like growing up in the Midwest, like I've seen this sort of makeup on so many women, and there is this kind of like tacky gaudiness, like that I think comes from wealth disparity, but also like you don't have access to like the fashionable things and stuff, so you make do with what you have, and like, you know, thrifting before it became cool is a thing that people had to do out of necessity here in the Midwest. So, oh my god, so I don't know. I just love that Chappell Roan is paying homage to that because for a while, I'm going to be so for real. I kind of like ran away from like Midwestern stereotypes as much as I could. And I felt some sort of internalized shame for like where I came from. And just, I don't know. Like, even though the Midwest is super problematic and homophobic and racist and like all this shit, there's still good people here, and I like seeing that celebrated. So yeah, this is my birthday makeup that's like pretty much inspired by Chappell Roan, and I have like a big crush on her right now. Really, I just think she's so cool. But yeah, this is like my ugly pretty makeup, if that makes sense. Is it 80s? Is it gaudy? Yes. Am I still serving? Yes. So I've been told that like there's always like the astrology girlies and people giving out astrology advice on TikTok that I don't know, sometimes rubs me the wrong way. And something I fall victim to, but I also am critical of, is like dressing for your rising sign or trying to use beauty magic in a way to like get a better life, which I do believe in because I've utilized it before. And I just don't think, I think people should still be able to do whatever they want to do and still look good. Because, like, according to my rising sign, like, I should be wearing minimal makeup all the time. I should look cute and innocent and blah, blah, because I'm a Libra rising, right? But there's a part of me that loves color and just loves tacky shit and like gaudy shit. And I'm a Gemini Venus. So the fun, wacky stuff is like this is what I like. And even if outside of astrology, that's just my personality. I've always been attracted to um, like people who do and wear things that are outside of my cultural norm, right? I like peacocking. I like vibrant things. I like fun fashion. I think people should just be expressive and have fun with whatever they do. So I don't like how that kind of content is limiting in a way, and it like promotes very narrow-minded ideas of beauty, especially now with like people taking the fun out of everything and skinny is fashionable again, and so it's like the clean aesthetic, and everyone wants to be a Puritan, tried wife type thing. People like me are really at the front end of that conversation, and we are being condemned in a way. If you, especially if you're a queer person, with this weird rising trend in puritanical values, and don't even. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. But it's my birthday makeup. It's fun. You should just wear makeup that's fun. It makes you feel good, and don't pay attention to what suits your face. This is literally art. It's literally just like painting. Yes, there's ways you can paint your face to make yourself more like appeasing to the masses. But there's also ways you can paint your face to just have fun and like be expressive and just feel joy, like pure joy. You know what I mean? So that's my rant on that. Wear things that bring you joy. Don't fit trends. Trends are stupid. Trends will die. Just be happy. Yeah, that's what I've learned now that I'm 29. I've been around the block a little bit. Do whatever you can to bring yourself joy. Period. Because that is what seems like a scarcity almost in this day and age. So if putting blue eyeshadow on and red lips and pink blush brings you joy, do it. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this Get Ready With Me. Not really a tutorial, but like this Get Ready With Me sesh. Maybe if you follow me on like Instagram, I'll probably post pictures from tonight later on. But yeah, follow me on Instagram if you don't. My writing Instagram is at Writing with Cass. I'm also on TikTok with the same name, and I'm on Threads with the same name. And then I have a Facebook page for my author account where it's my name, Cassidy Van Gundy -author. Yeah, so that's me on all my socials. So if you want to see more tomfoolery, check me out there. And until next time, thanks. Bye.